Gonna get
What's
my
coming?
driver's license next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're first learning to drive. That's good.
Yep,
That's
I'm
good.
learning to drive. I'm still ready. I studied for my test. Um, you know, take the written test and the driving test.
Speaking of tests, I actually have a test tomorrow, and because I'm taking like this 1 week class for my training
Uh-huh.
for my job, and the teacher was like, yeah, tonight, like, don't go out and party or whatever. You should study tonight. I'm like, ugh, I don't know if I want. Like, it's an open book, open note, whatever test.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it all week, and I feel pretty confident on it. But like, cause he said like, yeah, you're not gonna. There's no surprises. Like it's not like a college test where like
Yeah.
they're trying to get you. Like this is just to make sure that you were paying attention in the course, kind of a thing. It's for your job. So I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I feel like I'll be fine, but I'm not going out and partying, obviously. Unless you count this as a party. This is a party to some people, I guess. Recording a podcast
It's a party.
for 30 to 60 minutes. Yeah. But
yeah. People out here are ready to party. I know I am.
Well, here's the other thing. We'll get to this after the thing. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
It's Elizabeth. I have
Elizabeth's back. Yeah, she's not doing too great. I feel like you got something going on. Like last time, we talked about this before.
Well,
you had the allergies.
I still kind of am, but for a different reason. I was like pretty healthy in between. Like it really is just like serendipitous, but like in the worst way. If that's a thing.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
Maybe I'm confusing you with someone else who comes on who also has problems. I'm not even thinking of someone specific. I'm just saying maybe there's someone else who also.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Chandler for a while, like every time he came on, he had COVID. Maybe that's those. Maybe. That was like 2 years ago though, so I don't know.
I mean, like,
it all gets.
I feel like my immune system kind of sucks, if we're being honest.
Yeah, and we've discussed that in the past.
Yes.
That was one of our first topics when we met each other.
Yes, and I'm always sick. Well, I was like, when I like really first chatted with you was when I had like passed out during practice, so. Or almost passed out during practice.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So,
Anyway, what I was trying to get at earlier, this isn't even that good of content, but I noticed something. Okay, so where I work, it's in a metropolitan area. Okay, there's a lot of things around. Okay, if you can imagine, it's like a main street, like a boulevard, whatever the correct transportation engineering term is. But it's a large street. There's a lot of stores and places to go out for lunch. Okay, this is where I'm getting at. The teacher is contracted from let's say another state, so he's traveling in for this week to teach the class that I'm in. Okay.
Okay.
So he's like staying in a hotel. He's got to go out for lunch every day. Right? I brought lunch most days, but I went out today. But anyway, so he's going out for lunch every day. Today when I went out, and so I brought lunch the previous few days, so I don't know where he went the past few days, but today I saw him go right into the McDonald's across the street.
What?
I'm like, you're visiting. He's okay. Well, I should also say he's from like a small. Well, he's actually from overseas, but like right now he works in like a small town. Okay. So maybe the options are limited where he lives and things like that. But yeah, he comes here and there's so many options. There's dozens of restaurants, local and chain alike, for whatever you want. But he goes to like McDonald's for lunch. Sounds like that's an interesting choice. I mean, technically it is the closest place. But we're talking about like if you went one block over, there's like a kebab place, there's a deli, there's an Asian, like there's a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
I just found it funny. It's like that's strange. All right. I was actually going to go to like this pizza place, but I realized it was permanently closed. It was confusing because like half the signs were lit up, like it was like a neon kind of sign thing where they had like a bunch of them. So like it said like the signs were like pizza, subs, whatever they sell. Those were all lit up, but then I kind of got closer to it and I realized all the windows were boarded up. So it's kind of weird. Like they're still paying for the electricity to keep the signs lit, but they're not actually open. Maybe they're doing construction or like renovations or something. But anyway, that was the exciting thing that happened to me today. Is I saw a coworker go to McDonald's. So
yeah,
what's going on with me?
I mean, that is like kind of interesting considering like all of the food options. I don't know. It's like there's like kind of like a thing like recently earlier this week we had a meeting about like planning a trip that I have in May for work for training. And they were like going over like what our like per diem is. And some people were like, ugh, like I wish it was more, and they're like, I like want to like go out to like these restaurants and blah blah blah. I don't know. But, people are not planning to like eat McDonald's.
No. Yeah, no, I understand he's on per diem, presumably. And so I understand maybe he's trying to save money or whatever. First of all, he has a high paying job. I'll just say, okay? His job.
Let's say if he was brought in to do the training.
He's got money. He works for the government, I'll say, but if you work for the government for long enough, you make enough money. And moreover, the deli that I went to today, I got a pretty good chicken sandwich for under $10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess you don't get the McDonald's fries, but like it actually wasn't that bad of a deal. I know this other place around the corner that had meals for under 15. Like I think it was like 12.
Yeah.
That I went to a few weeks ago. So like it's not crazy. Like food is kind of expensive. Like a lot of stuff is expensive in this area. It's one of the highest. It's one of the most expensive places to live in the country.
Yeah.
But first of all, the per diem accounts for that because it's locality adjusted. But yeah, I don't know. They're also like I guess you have to know, but I think he's been in this like he travels here all the time. Not all the time, but like at least a couple times a year. So he should be somewhat familiar with the area. It's not like it didn't bother me this much. I'm making it out like it's this big thing. I just found it very curious when I saw him cross the street.
This is a huge deal. How could you do this?
Well, because immediately I was thinking like, okay, today's Thursday. He's been here all week. Does he go there across the street every day? And it's not even like we have a tiny lunch window. First of all, he sets the lunch window and he gives us an hour. Yeah. Which is plenty of time to walk more than across the street, which is less than 5 minutes. And again, if you walked one block over, there were a bunch more places. Heck, there's a grocery store like 2 blocks over. You could go in there. They actually they have like a full salad bar. They have like a pizza thing. They have an Asian bar is what they call it. It was not. I got it one time. It was not good. It didn't look good, but I was like, okay, I have to get it just to see what it's like. And it was not a good idea. And it was kind of expensive actually. They have like a sub shop within there. Like every grocery store has. Sub thing. And their subs actually were pretty good.
The equivalent of the pub sub? Probably not, but.
No, it's not. But I found, in general, that grocery store subs are actually not too bad. Like they're generally passable. At least for,
I mean, they've got the fresh deli meat, so that's like almost a one-up on Subway, depending on who you're asking.
That's definitely not fresh.
Eat fresh. This is not sponsored. Don't go to Subway. Go to Publix and get a pub sub.
Well, when I'm saying like, yeah, like even you go there and they have tons of, well, that's like the ready stuff. You could even get like, trying to think, but like any of the other, you don't have to get something from like the salad bar. Like you can get
I
something that's
mean,
prepackaged too.
is it healthier to get the instant cup of noodles that you heat up in the microwave than to eat McDonald's?
It's society's greatest question, I guess.
Yep.
There's this. Yeah, I was just like, does he go in there every day? Maybe. Oh no, because tomorrow's kind of like a half day, so I don't know if he's gonna go. Well, maybe I'll.
Maybe he'll go out
I
to a
don't want to
night
say I'm gonna.
tomorrow because he'll have more time. He'll feel like he can.
Yeah.
After your
Yeah,
test.
maybe. Yeah, because tomorrow's just the test.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But I think I'm just gonna stay. Normally
Okay.
I telework on Fridays.
I'm gonna go blow my
Sorry, I
nose
can't use the
real
word.
quick. So
Okay.
entertain the people.
Yeah, I'll stall. Normally I work from home on Fridays, but since I have to go in tomorrow anyway for the test, I think I'm just gonna stay the whole day. But then I have to stay kind of pretty late on Friday, and it's just kind of like really drags. Like Friday afternoon, going into work Friday afternoon really drags. And I don't have too much going on at work right now. So, because like this week was kind of booked out for the class, so I haven't had to do other stuff. But next week I think I have a couple things going on. I actually, well, no, I won't talk about that. I don't know if Elizabeth's going to give me a cue for when she's done. So I guess I just have to keep talking. Anyway, that's what happened with me with the class. I have a bunch more classes. I wonder if I'll see him again in like if he's going to teach another class. I don't think he does. I think he just does this one. But he's a great guy too. I have to say. Okay, I have nothing against him. I actually love the class. I think he does a great job teaching it. It was just the weird launch choice today. And yeah, that was it. Yeah, like I think he's done a great job teaching it. It's actually because I took another class, let's see, like last year. But honestly, this class has been a lot more interesting to me. I don't know, for whatever reason. This one's a lot more math heavy, but this one's been very insightful.
So is it just more interesting because you're more excited about having math?
I don't know. Like the first one I took was like an overview kind of class, so it was a little more broad. And this one I guess is about. I guess the first one was kind of about stuff, but this one very much so is things that I've never done or seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Like in any of my schooling that I've done quite a bit. So that's all. It gets okay. I'll just say the class is Bayesian like inferencing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do anything with. I've never done anything with statistics before. So, well, that's not true. I took a statistics class in high school, but this is a different level.
So interesting things. Just kind of like rapid fire. Opening day for baseball today, even though I'm sure this will come out after opening day. GE released a commercial about opening day, about the whole split as that goes live on Tuesday next week. Officially 2 separate companies. Universal released like renderings, I guess, pictures of their Isle of Berk, How to Train Your Dragon world they're gonna put in. Which honestly looks really, really cool. So. Yep.
Was that all? That concludes the news with Elizabeth. The new segment we're doing. She delivers the world news that's happening. I'm now waiting for her to finish blowing her nose properly.
Sorry. Oh, also.
Hey, go ahead. Finish your news segment. Sorry.
Sorry, I was just thinking of other things that I thought would be interesting to share. The Bachelor this week, that was like the most wholesome season of The Bachelor ever. Joey was like the cutest little Bachelor man. And him and Kelsey, super cute. Daisy, like the second runner-up girl, like self-eliminated. She like went up to him and was like, I don't think you're gonna choose me, and I'm just gonna leave. Girl, like, broke her own heart for him and was like, I respect you. I don't know. It just seemed like it was a good season. I only watched, like, 2.5, like, random episodes throughout the duration of it, but seemed like a good dude. We're on the final countdown to the release of the Tortured Poets Department, April 19th. So, looking forward to that. I will say, sad news for Elizabeth. I did not pre-order any of the, like, specialty versions of it. So, something that I kind of go back and forth on with Taylor is, like, she's a capitalism queen. Like, she's a billionaire now because she's very business savvy. I respect that. But also, I'm like, it's super wasteful. Like, she is putting out 4 variants of this album, plus the Target exclusive, so 5. So for one singular album, there's going to be 5 different versions of the vinyl that you can buy. They're each different colors. And so the 4 of them, there's like 4 different like bonus track songs. And because it's called like the Tortured Poets Department, she's doing it like case files essentially. And so like each of the bonus songs is like a case file. And you get like themed case file things with it, themed to the song. And then the albums each have a different cover. So there's like that difference in album art and the bonus song and whatever, you know, case file contents. But it's just the same album 5 times. I don't know.
You know, I heard a rumor that she's not doing so hot on Disney Plus. Or rather, doing well, but compared to other contemporary releases, she's not doing too well. Numbers-wise on Disney Plus.
Like her other releases on like different platforms, or like
no, like other things that are coming out on other
streaming
services. Yeah, like Netflix movie A and B are doing a lot better than
Eras Tour.
Eras Tour on Disney Plus.
That doesn't super surprise me, you know, because like, I mean, obviously she wasn't going to go back to Netflix. She got mad at them in 2020? Oh, 2019? Because they put out that show, Ginny and Georgia. And then apparently in the first season, there was a line that was like, the girl either like narrated it and said like, my mom goes through men faster than Taylor Swift, or like, said it to her mom, like, you go through men faster than Taylor Swift. And then Taylor was like, get your misogyny out of here, Netflix. Like, cause she put the Miss Americana movie on Netflix and like did that with them. And she was like, after Miss Americana, this is a bad look. Which it was. They like made a Taylor Swift joke and I was like, yeah, like, maybe don't do that. Like, it's kind of out of style. So,
yeah, I think.
And the Reputation Stadium tour is not on there anymore. But, like, she released it in the theaters. She released it on Amazon Prime to pay for it. And now you can stream it. Like, truthfully, I haven't even finished streaming the whole thing. I started watching it with one of my friends, and she wants to finish it together. So we only made it through, like, the first, like, hour and 40 minutes maybe. There's like an hour, 20 minutes left. It's like 3 hours long with all like the content she's included.
Yeah, I think it's like, it does have a lot of, if you wanted to see it already, you would have seen it like live or in theaters. Right? You'd have to be, like, the length probably doesn't help it. And just, I think the audience on Disney Plus generally, well, I don't know for a fact, but I'd assume it leans much more kids. And not to say that kids aren't Taylor Swift fans, but are they wanting to watch a 3-hour Taylor Swift concert?
I feel like only the biggest fans. I actually saw this really cute video of the one of the little girls who got the 22 hat. So like part of the tour was like Taylor gave the hat she wore during singing 22 during the Red Set to like a fan in the audience. They would get like brought up. She put it on their head. Most of the time it went to like a child. And once it went out on Disney Plus, like this mom posted a video of her like little daughter who got the hat at the show, like performing the Eras Tour set in front of the television as it was playing. I thought it was pretty cute. But like if you're not like a super fan like that, you're not going to watch it that many times. Admittedly, I used to watch the Reputation Stadium Tour a lot. Like I would just put it on and like go around my house like cleaning and kind of like just sing along. But that's no longer on Netflix. So everybody write to your senators and have the Reputation Stadium Tour released somewhere so I can buy it or stream it.
Is that what senators do?
You know, probably not, but I thought that would be funny if I said it.
No, the audience laughed. You're good.
Ha ha ha. Let me download a studio audience laugh box real quick.
We're actually going to add a laugh track to the podcast now. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
How are there two of me?
Are you talking about?
I was looking at the call link. There's 2 guest users and 2 Elizabeth Gilberts.
That's what I was saying. You have like 10 accounts open. I was like, she's going through something right now. I'll just let her figure it out.
I have multiple Skype accounts and I like logged into an old one? I don't know.
I think you do. I think there's 2 Elizabeths because I never know which one to call.
Yeah, well, I should look into that and figure out which one I should use.
Well, I want to say you've used both. I think that's the problem you have each time is you kind of alternate, so there's enough time in between using them that it logs you out. Like you need to just choose one and log in with that one every time. You know, whether it's the fish photo or the prepubescent Elizabeth.
Oh man, it's like super good. It's like my hair's straight. I've got one of those like bandanas tied in like a bow as like a headband. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay. Talk to me about why this GE split is taking so long. Because this was announced in 2015. So.
Wait. The split was announced in when?
No, I'm kidding. It seems like it's been forever. Okay. And I know splits take a long time. Actually, at my old job, they went through a split. And it definitely took like a year. Yeah. I don't understand why these things take so long.
Well, it took longer than that. So, they first announced it in late 21. Yeah. Late 2021, they announced the GE was planning to split into separate companies. And then they had to like brainstorm and develop because by 22, I think it was July of 2022 was when they like released to the public and to us, they told us the same day, the new name of the companies. So like we had like a whole thing where they like broadcasted it like global to all the businesses, and our CEO, Scott Strazik, did like it was actually live from the campus that I work at, which was pretty cool. So I got to be there, like watching in like the 4th row when they announced the new name. So that was when we found out GE Vernova. So that was, an exciting thing to do. And then it's all just been like a lot of like logistics and legal and things that I don't know about behind the scenes. And then they had to basically like build a whole new organization. And so it took time to hire all the people to staff both of the new companies at like the corporate level. So, and then I also, healthcare spun off in 2023, like they were ready to go pretty quickly. But I think that because the technologies between aviation, aerospace now, and Vernova have had some overlap, there's like a lot of shared things, it was harder to separate. Because basically what they're doing is they're saying all of our knowledge that was shared up until April 2nd is going to be shared. And we're not going to talk about anything after that. And so splitting all that IP, figuring out who gets what tools, what rights to things, stuff like that. Sounds like it took the whole time, so. Because they originally said, like, early 24 is when they were expecting to split, and then they, are waiting until right after Q1, start of Q2. But I think it'll be good. I have some friends who are actually going to the city for the ringing of the stock exchange bell and whatnot. They're doing like a whole day of events on the 2nd, and they did like a lottery system for some people to go down and be representatives of the businesses. So I think that'll be really cool.
Okay, do you have any stock advice for the listeners? Anything you can give us?
I know nothing about stocks.
Any insider training? No.
I got nothing. I really do. I know nothing. I don't even have stocks. Well, does it count if I have I have like my 401k vested in stocks, I think.
You don't have any other stocks? You don't just have a ton of GE stock?
Nope.
That is confusing because
I also don't understand that. I guess some people could insider trade based on their knowledge of the business, but I could have GE stock if I wanted to. And that would not be insider trading. So I don't really understand that.
We'll talk to your local senator. Actually, they can have stock. You can have stock
because they're public servants.
No, they can have. Senators can own stocks. Yeah, I don't know if that would be getting into the weeds. You can.
Oh, I have a question or a thought. So I have 4 weddings this year that I'm going to. And I just got an invite. 1 second.
Okay, we're waiting for that was a bit of a cliffhanger.
I'll watch it after.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. What was I saying? So 4 weddings, and I got invited to a 5th wedding in May. So you're like, that's kind of late. And I'm like, yeah, it is kind of late. So I think that I was B-list like B tier for this wedding on the invite list. Either that or it's just like coming together kind of last minute, which honestly would be not like last minute, but would be not out of character for the person whose wedding it is. But it's kind of hard, like it would be really difficult for me to get to. And so I'm debating if this is going to have to be like the first wedding that I have to like turn down. Like the invite for.
Do they accept substitutes? I'll go in your place.
Do you want to go to a wedding in Chattanooga?
Do you want to know something amazing? Well, no, that really doesn't work out. I have training in Chattanooga.
In May?
Not in May. It's like next March. But what if? Okay. Like our training center is in Chattanooga. So.
Yeah, I did know that.
So, but I only have to go there for like one class. But darn, I would totally go. In your place too. Could you say who the wedding is for or no?
It's for one of my. Well, I can't say who because it's like nobody's gonna know who that is.
They will.
But like contextually, it's for one of my friends, and like we were friends, even like earlier, like since like freshman year of college, like really really close freshman sophomore year, stayed friends the rest of the time as well, but like extra like really really close, beginning of college, like from campus ministry. So, but I reconnected with him and met his now fiance, at my other friend's wedding last May. Because I hadn't seen him since COVID, because he lives in Chattanooga. So.
I could totally go and fit in. Okay, no one would know.
How would they know?
That's what I'm saying. Because all you have to do is pretend like you know someone else, right? You just keep changing who you know.
Yeah. So. Strongly debating what I'm going to do. Because it's a Sunday wedding. So I have to.
Yeah. Well, it's the Lord's Day. Yeah.
I have to take Monday off to get back home. So. I'm going to have a lot of other things I have to take off for in the next little bit. So we'll see. But all good things. Going to get a driver's license next week. So catch me out on the roads.
Okay.
I don't know why. In my brain, that was like a full circle moment that I was like circling back to, and I was like, this is super related, and it's going to be a great segue. It wasn't. It wasn't at all. Not even a little bit. Interesting things coming up. Solar eclipse, April 8th. Are you going to go and see it anywhere?
What time?
Well, it depends on where you are, like when you get the totality. But I think it'll be like around like 2, 3 in the afternoon. In New York.
April 8th?
It's a Monday.
I have plans.
Does it work?
No, I don't think I have anything going. Actually, no. Some Monday I do have something going on in the afternoon, but I don't think it's that day.
I mean, like the path of totality, I don't think goes by where you are. You'll get a partial eclipse. I'm trying to drive out to totality because it's only like a couple hours away. But I'm sure me and the rest of New York State will be driving either west or north, so.
2 hours west, interesting. Guess where that ends up.
I wonder. Syracuse?
So, yeah, maybe I'll check that out. So I think of your other news segments. Opening day, you didn't go to any.
I did not go to the baseball game today.
No, nothing about baseball. Okay. Well.
I didn't even watch the scores. I don't even know if the Braves played. Like, I'm a horrible sports fan.
Did they? Hold on, let's see. Yeah, a bunch of games got postponed today, and theirs was one of them.
Let's see. what's going on with the tournament. Clemson is beating Arizona 53-48 with 12:13 left in the second half. And San Diego State, UConn are at halftime. UConn 40, San Diego State 31.
I forget who it was, like my dad or my mom asked me, like, oh, is Georgia Tech in the tournament this year? I was like, oh.
Totally.
I was like, oh, they're kind of rebuilding this year. And he's like, they've been rebuilding for 6 years. I was like, no.
Well,
really
we won the ACC tournament in 21, so.
Yeah.
That was kind of a dub.
I told him that. I said they had a nice peak. They went to the tournament. They won the ACC tournament, you know, and then
Still pretty good.
fell apart after that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We can end it soon here. I mean, you actually, I'll give you credit here. You sound like you're getting better throughout the podcast. I understand a lot of the illness is happening off mic, but
yeah.
I'm optimistic here about your condition.
I am too. I've been pretty regimented in remembering to take my Sudafed every 4 hours, which has been a good benefit for today. What I need to do actually is I need to take my cough medicine again because it's been 12 hours for that. Because I was coughing pretty good before I hopped on the podcast. Honestly, part of why I think I'm sounding better is I was laying down watching Jeopardy, and then I sat up, and I was coughing a lot while I was laying down. So.
You don't think the Jeopardy helped? Jeopardy
I don't think Jeopardy helped. Always a good time, though.
Okay, one last rant here before we wrap up. I ordered a package on Amazon, okay, to my address.
Do you have Prime?
It said I have Prime. I have privilege.
Okay.
It said delivered.
But?
It was not delivered, okay? I know. Spoiler alert, it wasn't delivered. So I went on to, first of all, they make it so complicated. I went on to, my package wasn't delivered. They're like, you have to talk to someone. Okay, you could do the chat or the call. So I did the chat, which is you start with a robot and you say, package wasn't delivered. I'd like a replacement. Because I wanted the thing. Because you get a replacement or a refund. I was like, no, I did want my package. So I said replacement. They said, okay, putting you on with a person to chat with. I'm like, okay, what was the point of going through that? I had to talk to someone anyway. Anyway, I talked to this guy and, I'm not exaggerating. The first he says, what's your problem? But then the next 6 messages are all related to condolences about my package not being here. It's like, sorry I wasn't there. I really hope you have a better experience. So many different versions of condolences about my package not being here. I'm like, come on, let's just get to the point. I know you want to fluff it up. Maybe you get a better review after this, but I'm not that kind of person. I don't need that. I just need you to replace the package. So I say, yeah, I'd like the package replaced. He says, sure, let me check that out for you. Several minutes go by. Yeah, we can't do it because something's wrong with your address. I was like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with my address. This is literally an order, and this was an order that I had. This was like a food thing that I got, so it was a reorder. Like I had previously bought this product delivered to my
something that they
address.
Automatically ship you again.
No, it wasn't automatic. To be fair, I did it manually, but nothing changed. The address is the same. I didn't touch the address. It's an order that I have received to this address. I have received other Amazon orders to my current address. There's no change. And all of a sudden he's saying, no, there's a problem. We can't deliver to your address. So we can refund you. And I was like, all right, that's fine. But I'm just going to order it again to my current address because there's nothing wrong with the address. He's like, I guess you could do that. And so I had to order it again. So I got the refund and ordered again, which if you're following along here is the same thing as a replacement.
Yes.
And it did arrive today. I didn't pick it up yet. It's in a secure mailbox, but it arrived.
Oh,
so I don't know what they
like Amazon.
Yeah, they have Yeah, it's like an Amazon Locker thing.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like an Amazon Locker, but it's not just for Amazon packages. It's for any package.
Was it like a
Um,
building?
it's like it's like a shared locker area.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Because my
like sure, it's a
building
separate
had
building.
like a Amazon Locker package system for my building previously. My current building doesn't have as many residents, so it's just like packages get put on the ground in the mailroom.
Yeah, it's weird. Most I would say like 90% go to the locker, and sometimes I don't know if it's like Amazon doesn't like if you get like Amazon like next day or whatever, they just put it right in front of your door. I don't know where they decide to do that. But anyway, yeah. So the package got here. So clearly it wasn't an address issue. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I was gonna say it was delivered by USPS, and I'm sure the guy's a nice guy. I think I've seen him. I'm sure he's a great guy. Okay. But he's not good at his job. He's lost several items of mail for me since I've moved here, and I haven't lived here that long.
Yeah.
Like he lost. I ordered a new credit card around when I first got here. That got lost in the mail.
Huh.
We had this package. Luckily, it wasn't too big a deal because I didn't. You don't have to activate it and you can just get a new one. But it was kind of actually a big deal. I was like, oh. And then I had something else. Something else that got forwarded. It was something else that was important. It was like a not a tax statement, but something else. Some other it was like a pay stub or something. Something else that was kind of important that also got lost in the mail. And then this package. There was another package I think that got lost in the mail. They've lost several things of mine, basically, to this address, which it's not that complicated. Like, I don't know. It's not like I live in a complicated area, but I think they lose a lot of stuff around here. So I'm attributing it to that. I don't know about the Amazon guy that I chatted with my address is wrong, even though it's not.
Huh.
Since again, I proved it. I just ordered again and it got here. So I don't know what. Anyway, that's that. That's what happened. Yeah, so to recap, my teacher went to McDonald's and I had to reorder a package on Amazon. That's kind of what's going on in my life.
Those are the rants.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
those are the rants.
sick.
You're sick. You got some Taylor Swift opinions that we've already talked about
Yep.
regarding is she conscious of the environment, but gotta make that money.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably good enough to edit there.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably good.